Hey everyone. So today we are going to learn about data cleaning. I have this housing data set here and it's pretty messy. It has missing values, duplicate rows, things like that. Don't worry if this is your first time doing this. I will walk you through everything step by step. Okay, so first thing we need to do is import our libraries. Basically, these are just tools that helps us work with data. We need pandas for handling the data, NumPy for some calculation, and matplotlib for making charts later. Let me write the code. Everything is loaded. Now let's bring in our dataset. So now I am going to load the data from a CSV file. CSV is just a simple file format like Excel but simpler. Let's see what we are working with. Okay, so here is our data. We have got housing information, IDs, cities, area, bedrooms, bathroom, year built, parking, and price. But if you look carefully, you can see some empty cells here and there. Those are our missing values that we will need to fix. Let me quickly check how big this dataset is, how many rows and columns we have. So we have 22 houses and 8 columns of information for each house. Not too big, which is good for learning. Now let's find those missing values. Alright, so missing values are basically empty cells where we don't have data. Let's count how many we have in each column. Okay, so we can see area has 3 missing values, city has 2, bedrooms has 2, has parking has 1, and price has 1. So basically what we have here is scattered missing data across different columns. So for the number columns like area, bedrooms and price, I am going to fill the missing values with the median. The median is just the middle value. It's better than the average because it's not affected by really high or really low numbers. Let's make a copy so we don't mess up with the original data. Now let's fill the missing areas with the median value. Now we can do the same thing with bedrooms, bathrooms and price. So let's just copy paste it. Basically what we did here is we took the median value for each column and filled in the blanks. For example, the median area is 1470.5 square feet. So all the missing areas values now have that number. Now for the next columns like city and has parking, we cannot use median because they are not numbers. So instead, we will use the mode which is just the most common value. Now doing the same thing with the has parking. Okay, so Bangalore appears the most in our city column. So we use that to fill the missing class cities. Same thing with the parking data. Let me just double check that we actually fixed all the missing values. We should see all zeros now. We forgot to add this line here. We are basically just counted the number but didn't use that in the data set, filling that. Okay, so now it will work, I think. Good. Perfect, all zeros. So basically what we have done here is completely eliminated all the missing values from our data set. Now let's move on the next problem, duplicates. Duplicates are when you have the exact same row appear more than once. This can mess up your analysis, so we need to find out and remove them. We found two duplicate rows. I'm, I'm going to remove the duplicates now. Basically, when there are identical rows, we keep the first one and delete the rest. Okay, we went from 21 rows down to 19 rows. So basically what happened here is we removed those two duplicate rows and now every row in our data set is unique. Alright, so let's plot something to show you before and after the cleaning of dataset. Okay, so I have added this chart here to show you the difference between the raw data and the clean data. So you can see the red chart is the raw data and the green chart one is our clean data. They look pretty similar, which is good. It means we didn't change the overall pattern. We just filled in the gaps and removed duplicates. Let me show you the clean data set. See how there are no empty cells anymore. Perfect. Every cell has a value now. Our data is cleaned and ready to use. So now last step is to save this clean data to a new file so we can use it later. Done. The file is saved. So basically what we have accomplished here is we took a messy data set and cleared it up to completely. Here is the raw data with null values and here is the clean data. Alright, let me quickly recap what we did today. We started with a data set that had missing values and duplicate rows. We filled the missing numbers using the median and the missing text using the most common value. Then we removed the duplicate rows. We made a chart to visualize the before and after. And finally saved our clean data to a new file. So basically, these are the core steps you will need to do pretty much every data cleaning project. The key things to remember is you always want to clean your data before doing an analysis or building models. Clean data means gives you better results. And if you want the source code and the data set we use today, you can get everything from my GitHub repository. I will put the link in the description below. Don't forget to give it a star. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next tutorial. Happy coding.